Hello everybody, I just finished all of the available story and I'm standing in the beach. For those of you that know, you know. For those that don't, this is just a really nice beach. Don't pay any mind to it. So I also thought, let's do some styling with the free 3 stars because I don't quite like how Infold handles free clothing in this game most often, because this is kind of what I normally wear, and obviously it's incredibly flashy. And then this is the kind of sets that Infold gives out for free. And don't get me wrong, the set is probably alright if you dissect it and disassemble it. Like, sparkly socks look pretty cool on their own. The dress might look pretty cool on their own. Together it makes for a fairly ugly set, and that's how Infold handles 3-star clothing that you get for free for some reason. This as well. It hits you with too much. It kind of looks tacky, kind of looks disorganized most of the time. It doesn't go well together, even though separately the pieces might be very, very usable. So I thought what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 2 different sets of clothing from each one of these sets. So 2 for Stellar Banquet and 2 for Dreamveil Hymn. And the idea is that I'm gonna use 4 pieces per set that I'm creating. So if I'm playing around with Stellar Banquet and I want to replace her jacket, her hair, her socks, and her shoes, for example, then I have to use specifically jacket, hair, socks, and shoes that I replaced in my next set. This way I make sure that I'm gonna be using all the items that come in the set, but I'm just like splitting them up and I'm making 2 separate outfits with them effectively. So this is Stellar Banquet before. Ta-da! I am using the earrings, the head accessory, her dress, and her shoes, which is half the set. This was actually super hard to work with. I think one of the issues is that these sets make Nikki look way, way too old. A lot older than what she actually is, while trying to be elegant. 2, these sets tend to use the kind of yellow that makes gold look tacky, hence why I redyed every yellow bit this kind of greenish thing. It gives me silver, which kind of gives it subdued, which kind of makes it look better. And the third is that most of these like free-to-play sets, they don't tend to come with like a big item that would make you wanna go for it. Like, store sets can have like big bows or a lot of color, then like banners will obviously have a lot of bling. So I'm currently using the tiered purchase shawl just as a thing to like throw on top of her. So with her hair, I tried to fix the issue of Nikki honestly looks a bit too old. I wanted to add a bit of playfulness to the set. With the shawl, I was trying to fix the issue of there's normally no like big trademark item that would want you to get the set because it's a free 3-star set. And with the rest of it, I was just trying to like fix the tackiness issue. If I will throw her outside, this is how she looks at daylight. And mind you, my photo camera settings tend to be very desaturated because this is how I tend to take pictures. So, in my opinion, this is now wearable. Oh right, I'm also using 5-star bling directly on her feet, right here, just right above the shoe, to give it a bit of a pizzazz. So this is the same set with a bit of pizzazz, with some makeup, with some more playful hair, and with a statement piece that would actually make you want to go for it. And in my opinion, it like looks so much better. But of course, this is my set. So I'm gonna put this set as a share code down below. And my second challenge is gonna be tackling her gloves, her jacket, her hair, and her socks. I don't think that this is like 4-star worthy, but I did the best with what I had. Ideally, I could just like ditch the gloves. I think that the socks are really fun and sparkly, but it's just hard to give her any kind of attitude that would make her look interesting in any sort of way. So this is how she looks outside. I tried to match boots with gloves, and I tried to give some interest with layering like a shirt underneath this metallic dress thingy, which is counted as pants, to kind of give it a bit of an oomph. As a set, I also painted her hair dark blue to match the rest of it. I think that she looks better like this. I can imagine myself actually using this jacket with it, but the fact that I had to like incorporate the gloves and everything, she just feels kinda over-accessorized. And that's another thing about these 3 stars. Sometimes less is more, and just the fact that they managed to make them look so incohesive while they're only working with 8 pieces is honestly quite impressive. So this is her. This is how she's gonna be, and that's me done with the stellar outfit. So let's now see what I can do with Dreamveil. One of the biggest issues that I have with Dreamveil Hymn is that it's just too much. It's too much, and the moment you try to subdue it, you just won't really be able to, because the whole point of it is that it's too much. For one thing, if you can see, there's this like pattern on this pant, so that no matter what color you're gonna take it to, the pattern itself is gonna stay in an opposition to your dye job in a way that's not necessarily like flattering. It's like a very opposite sort of color, so it's hard to take too much out of Dreamveil Hymn, so you kind of have to allow it to be a little bit too much whenever you're redesigning it. So I took it down a notch by exchanging the shirt, but then I added some bedazzle in order to make it look coherent by adding the faux fur and the little pink glasses. I gave her fairly soft makeup, and Sea of Stars high heels are coming to the rescue. This is how she looks in the open world. The color still like really pops, and the fact that these shoes have ribbons is actually interfering with the pant, but she looks fine up front. So, and that's the only way that we're gonna look at her. This outfit is really not my thing. If I could at least ditch the gloves, I think it would be a little bit better, but she just wants to be this, like, obnoxious level of purple that you can't really take out of the outfit. So I've done the best with what I had, and if you want this outfit, it's also available in the description down below. It is time for me to tackle the shirt with... I wrote it down in my notebook, so let me read it. Shirt hat, earrings, and a shoe. Oh boy. Okay, I kind of like this one. The idea is that the shirt actually tucks in into that skirt, so it's no longer as big and all-encompassing. And I thought that if we're going with the theme of maximalism, I can try to make her look like a girl band pop star. So maximalist makeup, a lot of accessories, very bubblegum colored, outrageous hair. This is the first time that I actually got to use Wings of Wish as accessory absolutely anywhere, because normally that amount of color on those ribbons just looks kind of redonkulous, and you can't really re-dye them to be more uniform either, but this is the one outfit where it sort of works. The only upset that I have about it is the hat, because I kind of feel like you took a pop star and somebody ran at her and like smacked her with a plate to the side of her head, and that's how she stuck and that's how she stayed. This is kind of like how you can do maximalism but keep it fun, entertaining, and still engaging rather than what our 3 stars normally look like. So this is how she looks just like in the open world. Not too special, but I think this kind of outfit works a lot better than the pants in that situation that we had before. I think the pant coloring is really what throws me off the most with the outfit, and with the way that I take pictures, my saturation is all the way down and like contrast is all the way up. So it's not very natural looking, but I think I kind of dig her this way. I think I kind of dig her this way. I think that I've done a good job with this one. So I feel like with me trying to style the outfits half and half, yeah, I gave her nails because of course Popstar is gonna have nails. I feel like with me trying to style the outfits half and half, we had like half successes and half duds, because I liked my first outfit for the Stellar 3-star, and I really like this one in particular and not the previous one that I've made. So, you know how I'm rating myself? A 50% failure, 50% success rate. So, what are you guys doing with your free 3 stars? Or are you just letting them rot in the closet? Because my biggest issue is that, for the most part, I tend to just let mine rot in the closet, and I don't like that. I would much rather we got a 3-star like this, rather than the 3-star being presented like this. I feel like this is such a much worse of an outfit than this is. But that might also be personal preferences and personal styles taking into consideration. So what do you think about the 3 stars that we got? Do you like them? Do you like them as they are? Do you like certain pieces, or do you not like them at all? Tell me about that in the comment section down below. These 3 stars come from chests in the new Golden City region. If you don't know where to find them, in the description below you're gonna find a Moon Sugar Cakes guide video that I used to locate mine, because I've done all the story and I've done a lot of exploration and I still didn't quite find them. Outside of that, please rank how I did. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. And it was nice to just have a video to chill and style in once in a while, because I don't do these kind of things often. But you know what? During current patch time, for the most part, we have it good. Communities, for the most part, is happy, so we get to do more happy stuff like this. But for now, toodaloo for now.